What's up, everybody? I finally got back. All right, it's been a couple weeks since my last video. Had a little birthday action. Did my wife, the lovely woman that she is, took me on a trip down to Florida for my birthday. So we were gone for a week there, and the load I was doing going into Kansas City had been put on hold because there is a shortage. It's a microchip shortage that goes into these vehicles. They're having issues producing, so no point in hauling parts. They can't use them right now. So I've been off for a little bit, but we're back. I am now in what I pronounce as Dowagiac, Michigan. It's south of Grand Rapids, just to the west of Kalamazoo, if you know that area, or if you're looking at a map wondering where it is. At a recycling center, found a load yesterday going from Dowagiac, Michigan, Flower Mound, Texas. Just taking recycled materials. It looks like what they do, they have a shredder in there. It's part of it. They take this old like vinyl siding and they shred it all up. I guess put it in boxes and send it back down so they can, I guess, melt it back down and make some new stuff out of it. Recycling. So I'm gonna post a piece of because we did some things. We've gone to Florida before. Over the past few years, we've gone down there, 2 or 3 times into Orlando area, but the first few trips were mainly for the children. Universal Studios, Disney World, all that good stuff. Cool places for kids to eat. They got these fancy like milkshakes with chocolate and cookies, or you can get them with waffles in them, or candy bars stuck all over the place, and it's cool for kids. Stupid expensive. I don't think in the couple times we've been there, and probably the 10 or more milkshakes that we've bought, the big fancy expensive ones, I don't think a child has ever finished one, because they're huge and they're so sugary. But it's fun for the kids to do. It's an experience. It's a good thing to spend time with the kids doing that kind of stuff when you can. That's things I think that they'll remember. But this time was a trip for adults. The kids stayed home. And me and my wife and 2 friends, Annika and Brandon, went down there with us. And we hung out. We went to I know there's one in Auburn Hills, Michigan. It's Top Golf. I drive past one on 65 it's north of Indianapolis. They have some here and there throughout the U.S. Is the Top Golf. I don't know if you've ever seen them in person or seen them, say, on TV. They're like, it's a driving range, but they have these humongous nets going down the side and around the backside, and it's levels where you can tee off. You might be able to pick. We didn't get to choose. We were on the second level all the way at the end, which was kind of nice because we had a wall here, so we didn't have people on either side of us. I think it would have kind of been neat. There's got to be at least 4 sets. I think it would have been kind of neat to get all the way up at the top. And they have a system set up. It's honestly, I want to say it was close to probably $100 when we went in there, and we were in there for a couple hours. But it's really cool. You go in and they have like analytics that tell you, I don't know how accurate it is, but it's cool. It's probably pretty close. Like ball speed, your height, it shows the tracking of where your ball goes. And they have little games you can play. There was an Angry Birds one. We didn't get to play that one. Or you can just do a competition because the holes they have set up are just like, they're big nets. The closer ones are a little bit smaller, and they have, a little flag in the middle. But the bigger ones further out, and they got them set up, of course, at different distances. For any of you guys that golf in Bennett driving range, kind of what I'm talking about. But these, where the greens would be, they have nets, big nets that go around. And if you get in there, You score points and you can play against your friends, and there's all kinds of different games and stuff. It was really cool. So I got to do that. I'm going to show you guys a video.
His lovely wife, Trisha. Say hello to the camera. No? Okay. Hey, what's up? But now, exclusively, the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Chakouch. Chakouch joking. Ooh.
Still too far.
Yep, we're all pitching wedge.
You're just too powerful for this game.
I'm winning.
Oh.
I'm winning.
Trisha, well, you always win, so that's a non sequitur. Here we go. That's probably why it's hitting the ball so hard.
You did? All right.
Oh, no, it bounced.
That was Top Golf. It was actually really cool. Yeah, they have all the food. They have a nice little sitting area you can hang out in when you're not up hitting balls. They have drinks. It's a lot of like bar food. We had chicken wings, a queso dip with tortilla chips. The food's okay, not great. And we also had a little flatbread pizza. It had pickled jalapenos and stuff on it. It was all right. But I had fun. I got to hang out with our friends. I got to hang out with my wife, and I finally made it back up into Michigan, and now we're back to work. So once I get loaded up here, they give me the all clear. We'll go check things out, make sure the weight's right. Being I'm an owner operator, especially when they say a load's going to be 25 to 26,000 pounds. I guess if you go over 500, maybe even 1,000 pounds, I won't throw a fit about it. But if I get in there and it's 40,000 pounds, there's going to be a problem. Because this truck I bought, it is not made for heavy haul. And it's kind of why I bought it. And I knew I was coming to work at Landstar. And I plan on hauling, I'd haul 40,000 pounds once in a while, and I have. But this truck is better suited to go a little bit lighter. So I'd like to stick around, 0 to 25 to 30,000 pounds maybe. But I don't want to get too heavy. I don't want to burn the motor up. I don't want to put too much strain on the motor because this is my truck, paid cash, done. So if something happens to it, I do have the premium 2000 warranty, which still gets in November. It's good for all my lubricated parts, good for the turbo, good for the water pump, a few other things. I don't want to have the problem with the though the motor is not that old, it's about halfway through its life. It's got around 11,000 hours on it, and right now it's at about 480,000 miles. So I just want to make it last. I plan on keeping this truck for another 2 to 3 years. Get it up around say 800,000 miles before anything drastic needs to be done to the motor, and then I'm gonna get out of it and try to make it into something a little bit nicer. This is good for a starting truck, but I do have plans to try to get some money together and buy me something a little nicer. Maybe a Kenworth, Peterbilt. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see what's out there in the next few years that makes sense for me to buy. Because I could have taken the money I had and bought a Kenworth, which is a little nicer class of truck. I would end up buying something with probably 800,000 miles for the money I bought this with 450,000 miles. I just had to being an adult, you gotta choose what you need rather than what you want, and that's basically what I had to do. But I'm gonna keep moving. They're finishing up loading. They've been on it for a little while here, and they're moving pretty good. So we're gonna finish up, and I'll get back with you pretty soon.